Lindsey Graham funeral services live updates. Trump pays tribute to late senator. That headline anchors the New York Times live coverage page this afternoon, where a team of 4 reporters, Karan Demirjian, Chris Cameron, Peter Baker, and Daniel Victor, are filing real-time dispatches from the National Cathedral in Washington. The occasion is the memorial service for Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, who died this month at the age of 71. Born in 1955, Graham is described in the Times opening summary as a longtime force on Capitol Hill, a phrase that compresses decades of Senate service into a single line. The service took place on Tuesday, and the live updates format means readers are experiencing the ceremony as it unfolds, the arrival of dignitaries, the music, the scripture readings, and, most notably, the eulogy delivered by President Trump. The president's remarks have already become the focal point of the early coverage. Trump called Graham one of the great figures in Senate history, a sweeping assessment that places the senator in the company of the institution's most consequential members. He then offered a more intimate tribute: he died doing the work he was born to do. Those 11 words, simple and direct, have been highlighted in the Times report and will likely echo in the obituaries and retrospectives that follow. The National Cathedral, a Gothic landmark on Wisconsin Avenue, has long served as the setting for the nation's formal farewells, presidents, generals, civil rights leaders. Today its vaulted nave holds senators from both parties, former staff, family, and the press corps that chronicled Graham's career. The live blog captures the texture of the event in fragments: a hymn noted here, a motorcade there, the rustle of programs in the pews. As the hours pass, the reporting team will add context: the legislative battles Graham led, the alliances he forged, the controversies he navigated. But for now, the core facts are stark and clear: a senator has died at 71, a president has honored him at the National Cathedral, the phrases "great figures in Senate history" and "died doing the work he was born to do" have entered the official record. The page itself reflects the breadth of the Times digital ecosystem. Alongside the Graham Live blog, the site promotes its flagship newsletters: Make Sense of the Day's News and Ideas, Catch Up on Big News, and Wind Down to End Your Day, the biggest stories of our time, in 20 minutes a day, and A Guide to Understanding the News, made for readers around the globe. It also surfaces the paper's expanding audio lineup, from the podcast that takes you inside the literary world to pop music news, new songs and albums, and artists of note, as well as its games Vertical, Wordle, Spelling Bee, The Crossword, and the new Connections and Strands, plus cooking guides, product reviews via Wirecutter, and sports coverage through The Athletic. But the heart of the page right now is the cathedral, the senator, and the president's voice. The Times live coverage will continue throughout the day, and we will keep you updated as more tributes are spoken and more details emerge. This has been a summary of the opening chapter of that coverage. I'm Hostname. Thank you for your attention.